we talked about player experience. How do you take that and design a holistic end-to-end service experience? And it's tricky when you have your tech stack, you also have a lot of people involved. It's very difficult to blur those lines. So how do you guys go about to thinking about the whole end-to-end player experience more holistically?
Yeah, so this is again a big topic for us, and it's kind of core to what we do at the end of the day, right? So it's to a player, it doesn't matter whether you're solving their issue through technology or through human effort. So at the end of the day, this line between technology or human effort should be invisible for them. So to a player, what matters is my issue resolved, and having to put the least amount of effort into resolving that particular issue. And that's how we really think of the end-to-end service design as well. Really marrying technology and human efforts at different touch points to make sure that we are resolution focused and we're making the experience as effortless as possible for our players whenever they're experiencing pain points. And the way to think about this is, it's about process, people, technology, policies, all coming together to work in unison, right? A classic sort of a top of mind story from one of my travel experiences is that I was in US traveling, and one of the airlines there, created a great product, a user interface. Um, my flight was delayed, and I had to be moved over to another flight, and that's where there was no trace of my baggage. And that's a classic example of, you can build for a great digital product, you can have all the loyalty and everything baked in, but if there are these sort of edge scenarios, how robust is your service design in those edge scenarios, and how does it really interact with people on the ground, for example, when the technology is not able to solve for that particular pain point? That's where your really the holistic experience kind of comes into play. And that's what we're trying to do at Riot. Like, it's not about deploying a chatbot just to answer some of the basic questions, but it's also thinking through, in the complex scenarios, how is the chatbot making that transition as seamless as possible to a human interaction? And then how is that human interaction informed through what the player has already gone through in the early stage of the process, right? So it's really all those elements, and how they come together is what we are really dialing up our effort towards, so as to not just have isolated experiences, but stitched end-to-end experiences.